Hi, this is Kimberly. I'm the team captain for the University of Hawaii at Manoa Library and Information Science web team. Today we're going to be talking about citations in Word, specifically for Word 2007 and Word 2011. Now, some of you have been using Word, I'm sorry, not Word, but online citation generators such as the Son of Citation, and there's some other stuff, that you can generate your citations very quickly online. But really, in the long run, this isn't really helpful because you're not really saving your citations anywhere, and a lot of us don't have money to sign up for professional citation savers. So you often see that when you're trying to save a title in Voyager or another library. It's like you can save the reference online, on the cloud. So the way that is actually more efficient, it'll save it in your Word. If you use Office 2011 or Office 2007, it's going to change a little differently. But it's going to be, it's just the way you find it is going to change, but it's pretty much the same. So in 2011, you're going to open a new Word document, click on Document Elements tab, go to the References section, choose your format, so that could be APA, Chicago, MLA, or Turabian. And in your LIS courses, you're going to be required to use Turabian most of the time. Click on Manage, and if you go to the bottom of the Manage screen and click on the plus symbol, you can choose your source type, such as journal, book, website, etc. And you just fill out your information from this. I'll give you an example of this right now. So in 2011 Word, you open up a new document. So right now we're in a blank document. You click on Document Elements, and at the very far right, you're going to see a section here called References. Now, here is the area I was telling you about for choosing your citation type. So you can choose APA, Chicago, MLA. Turabian should be your default for any LAS work. And this is the Manage button I was talking about, but quickly let me show you. Bibliography is where you're going to find your automatic generator to create your reference page, bibliography, works cited, however you want to call it. So under Manage, you're going to see all these different sections here, but the one that you're going to be focusing on is this one. And you're going to double check that your style is correct. And if you hit the plus symbol, it'll open up a section that says Create New Source. Now in here you can actually choose a different type of item that you want, fill in the information, and go from there. Now let me show you also, the great thing about this is that it actually does save all your citations that you've ever done at any time on this computer. So for example, if you go under this little settings cog, you can click on edit source, so you can actually change your citation if you've messed up or something like that. But Citation Source Manager is great because it saves all of your citations that you've ever put in any paper, as long as it's on this computer. So for example, I want to redo a citation or use a citation again. I copy it over, click close. If I double click on it, it drops in the body citation, and if I select works cited, it drops in the full citation. If I do bibliography, it does the same thing. Now keep in mind that when you're doing this works cited, bibliography, or references page, you will have to change the formatting. So you can see it defaults here. What you want to do is highlight the whole thing, go to paragraph, and change it to hanging for the first line. And you can see here that makes it a little bit easier for your professor to read it, for other scholars to read it. It just makes it look a lot nicer, more professional. And again, you might have to change the font to match the font of the body of your paper because it defaults to a specific font. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's Calibri or something like that. Yeah, so you might have to change it to Times New Roman or whatever your paper font is, and then maybe change the color of this to black and make it look more professional. So in Word 2007, it's going to be a little different. You're going to go to the References tab, and in Citations in the Bibliography group, you're going to select your style, just like we did in the 2011 version. You're going to click Insert Citation, click on Add New Source, click Type of Source. So it was like, journal, articles, books, website, whatever, and fill in the information from the item. If you want to add more information, you can click on Show All. For the bib fields, and then click on that checkbox, and it'll allow you to do that. Now in Word, you can see that, let's see if we do another add. It gives you every single item already. So you don't have to click on show more or show all. It just gives you everything. So you have to choose which ones you want. Now you can see here the asterisk here actually defined what is required for a full citation for Turabian. And everything else that doesn't have the asterisk isn't required. But it's your choice if you like to add it, like comments or anything like that. So basically you're creating metadata for your citations. Now, like we already talked about for 2011 Word, you may wish to reuse a source that you've used in a previously cited paper. Rather than typing it all out from scratch, you can use one that's already completed. So again, click on Manage under the References section in the Document Elements tab, and then select any citation you wish to reuse in your paper and double click on it to add. So again, we're going to Document Elements. I'll close this out. Document Elements, Manage. And here's the current citation in this current page. But we want to go to the Citation Source Manager because that's where all of our citations are located. Copy over a citation, click Close. Now just because you add it doesn't mean it automatically adds to your paper. You need to double click on it. And again, if you're adding a works cited, it'll show both your citations. And like I said before, you will have to change the formatting. Make sure that there's spaces between. And you change the paragraphing to hanging. Okay. In Word 2007, it's going to be a little different. You're going to click on Manage Sources under the References and Citations and Bib group. So basically it's Citations and Bibliography, then you click on References, and then click on Manage Sources. Find your current list, which is for your current paper, or you can find the master list, which has all of your citations that you've ever used. Now, this is something that's really good for practice. This is something I was going to do in the in-person workshop, but since we're not able to do that today, I've given you some basic instructions. So if you go to the end of your paper, go back to Document Elements and References tab, click on Bibliography, and it gives you two options, Works Cited and Bibliography, which is what I showed you, and the information will automatically populate into the page. Again, you're going to have to do some extra formatting, like spacing and sizing, changing the font, that kind of thing. But, and then also to always create paragraphs in between the citations, making the first line hanging so it's easy to read. So again, Elements, References, and to create your bibliography, you're going to go to the very last page of your paper, click on either Bibliography or Works Cited, and you can always change this to References, whatever you want to do, and change the formatting. Okay, and it automatically does it alphabetically, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll do, author's name if there's an author. These two that I chose actually don't have any kind of author. It's a group project or group publication. So to create bibliography in 2007, you would go to the end of your paper. You go back to your Citations and Bibliography section, click on References, then click on Bibliography. You choose a pre-designed format in that section. It's similar to what we have, but it's little extra steps, and then the information will automatically populate into the page. Again, you need to do extra formatting, spacing, sizing, fonts, first line hanging, all that kind of thing. So I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, you can always contact us at uhmlaswebteam@gmail.com, or you can just go to our website at uhmlaswebteam.wordpress.com. And become a member today. It's $7 to become a member for the entire time that you are at UH. And if you would like to attend our in-person workshops, they're $3 a person. You can find other information such as HTML basics, creating your first web page, information about Unix, and your e-portfolio, all on our website. And check out our events on our events calendar. I hope to see you at our next workshop, and I hope this helped you. Have a great day.